was
Fair.
distracted.
All right, so we had Cap move up to that scoundrel point, and looks like Malekith might be charging into Voodoo. I think Malekith just doesn't go yet. I think if anything, he passes here because he can. He's got 2 people, and Magiknik still has 3. Oh, the stream died. Sploosh.
What?
The
I see
stream
people
has-
talking.
The stream is dead.
It says it's
I
It's
just
good now. It's good
refreshed.
again.
Yeah. There we go.
It looks like it's good again.
it might be a Twitch thing because I'm in okay.
That's fair.
Hey, Deaton, you need to like recenter a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
You just move the camera if you want to.
My camera's like precariously positioned on top of my mic stand, so it's not moving.
Don't breathe on it.
Well, I don't ever use it, so
Yeah.
I mean, you
Well,
could breathe on it. That's fine.
For not using it, you showed up with a cool background and it looks good to me.
thanks.
So look, what are we thinking about here? What's happening? Like Voodoo didn't go, right?
I think he's debating on how am I going to get use out of Malekith this turn, when I actually think he just passes here and stalls. Lets Magiknik, like forces Magiknik to make a decision so Lucas isn't forced to make a decision.
I like the idea of deceptioning Voodoo, but then like
I
But
think
it brings it towards Malekith. I think he passes. Like he needs to force Magiknik to make a decision instead of him making a decision. There it
he
is.
passed.
Yep.
And then now he goes with Mystique just to sit on the front point, or even not. Like I don't know. He just has he has no reason to rush into aggression here. He really doesn't. He's got both legacy viruses. He should be trying to get both of those scoundrels now.
I really would love now that this. I mean, the positioning's a little.
We're getting
Interesting,
dice.
If
Mystic
you
attack.
Dice into Hulk.
shooting hole,
Good roll.
it's a lot of power.
Good
for
roll.
Voodoo. I guess he doesn't have a sap. Power to sap.
Yeah, no
so.
sap.
He's got a skull
5
though.
damage though, and a skull.
So Hulk taking 4. So Voodoo gets 5 power.
Yeah.
Voodoo's a savage. Like what the heck, man?
So that's really, I think for Lucas, that's actually like good because now he has power for face me and a throw to start next turn. So
Yeah.
the like cap the being a bodyguard isn't super useful
Probably
potentially.
Get Cap the hell out of there. Also gives him an extra attack dice at this point.
Yep.
So I think here he's gonna go. I don't know what he's doing actually. I'm not even gonna try and guess. I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Oh well, yeah. Get on the middle point. Maybe shoot some pistols into Voodoo. He's already juiced
You
up
got-
on power anyway.
You got
right?
Myth. I mean, you got Mythrender saying Deception Hulk. I don't think he wants to bring Hulk closer to Malekith. I really don't.
can't. Hulk is within 2 of Toad.
Toad? Oh, true. That's
Because he
also
took
a
the-
thing.
He took it last turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, because really in this game. Back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I-
This is weird.
This is some.
I mean, he can't deception.
Next.
I hope he doesn't think he can.
No, I think he's looking at a drop range here, probably.
Well, hold on a minute. No, Mystique doesn't have the power. But maybe he's checking on a face me or something. Imagine doing like face me deception and just putting Voodoo like
In the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Oh, that platform is awkward for him.
Oh yeah, it's really wonky.
I just saw Lucas took a peek at his cards. Kind of thinking, I mean, you want to get Dark Rain going at some point.
Yeah.
And Mystique's kind of that sweet Dark Rain character.
Gonna.
It's weird to think this long-moving character is struggling to get somewhere.
Yeah, it's a
Man.
little bit of a positioning miss by Lucas, I think, here, just because he wanted to be so close to that thing that it's cut him off from going either way around it. But
Yeah, this is the why don't I have Bifrost on my roster situation.
yep.
All that measuring and she just like easily makes it.
Just yeah. Yeah, I mean I like this.
It's interesting. I think if she goes middle, Hulk just kind of like launches her.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hulk's probably just going in that direction now. It's also going to be interesting to see what Toad ends up doing.
Toad's just gonna last move on to whatever scoundrel Malekith is furthest from, right? Or is he Hulk's last moving probably actually?
Guess Toad's going now.
Yeah, he's probably gonna walk up there. Yeah.
Interesting.
So Malekith is going to walk and then charge. That's my best guess.
Could do some beam action.
I have used the beam once, and I will probably never use it.
I guess with charge, it's not happening anyway. That always throws me off that you can't beam on the charge.
I mean, yeah, that might be a little more, much more than.
That's
he's
true.
already
yeah,
stupid.
It's probably because the charge itself is throwing people, so giving a beam, that would be just stupid.
Oh yeah. Character doesn't need help.
I don't love Malekith getting into that dog pile.
The only thing that I would, I guess he just has a symbol back, so the Malekith throw is kind of whatever.
He seems to be plotting it. Oh, I see Dizzard back.
What'd I miss?
Mystique double moved over, and now Toad moved to this back point, and now you have Malekith, I guess, move charging.
Talk about a scrum. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is getting nutty. I mean, if you have Prio, you really want probably Malekith to activate, so getting Malekith into this is probably good. It just stinks because like Hulk's gonna super do something to Malekith that you're not gonna like.
I don't see him killing Malekith because again the fact that he's so far away, but he's gonna be throwing Malekith. So Lucas needs to make sure he's setting Malekith in a way that he's not gonna get thrown into Hulk or like just hurt badly.
Your biggest concern here is making sure you don't box yourself out of the top of next round, right? Like,
yeah.
What can I do here that's good, but ultimately, in my opinion, it's more important that you don't just set yourself up to lose because of bodyguards or whatever.
Well, if he goes with Hulk first, he can just throw Steve out and then go into Cat.
So he did charge. It would be kind of cute if he could throw Steve in such a way to block Hulk in a little bit.
Looks like he's going after Voodoo.
Sure, but Steve probably
bodyguard it.
Steve parried one. No, wait, did he?
Yep, there. No, he did, but then he took it back.
So he changed his mind.
Yep, there he goes. He's
he pays. Okay.
All right, so then we get to throw Steve out, which I think that's actually better for Lucas because then he can go right into the beginning of the next round, killing Cat.
The biggest thing is if Steve gets one shot here, then he can't assemble. Well, I guess you don't throw him, so never mind.
Oh man, 2 crits are rolling in.
Ooh, that's 2 blocks.
3 blocks.
I mean, it's
with a lot of hits.
It's 9 hits. It's 9 hits.
Oh right, and Pierce does it. Pierce is actually good here. Yeah. All right.
Explodes Cap.
Boom.
Yep, that's just perfect damage, right?
Oh my gosh, that's
Alright.
really good for the
It
Cabal
would have been
player.
7 damage, right? Did he pay for both skulls?
No, he only had 1 power extra, so he has
Oh, so he
the
paid for one. Okay. So he has 8 with a pierce.
8 hits with a pierce. Seems good.
Yeah.
Steve
This
gets to make a move.
this does make Steve kind of obnoxious next turn, but I mean, you probably just activate Hulk, right? Just throw Steve out of there and then beat up on Cat.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's crazy,
I think
right?
I think he needs to get rid of Cat first. Like that needs to be his main priority next round.
It depends
If
because you
he-
can also, like, with Malekith having all this power now, you can, if Hulk doesn't move him, you can just face me Cat away from Steve,
True.
Oh,
and then
I like
like
that play.
the Cat attack doesn't matter. Like you get
Yeah, like
staggered.
All right.
tickle me.
All right.
You have a virus, so it does count against staggered.
So here's the thing is I think we need to start getting the other side of the coin. What does Nick need to do here? We keep talking about Malekith need to do here and Lucas. What does Nick need to do?
Well, Hulk needs to do something sweet here. I'm not sure what though. Because the problem now is there's these 2 beaters right there. Oh, we got a leadership trigger, man.
Yeah.
You got Mike in the chat saying Voodoo is super vulnerable to deception right now.
Ooh, does he see it? Be pretty impressed.
I think he's too.
I
He
don't
might
know
be
that
too
you use
high
it
on the
anyway.
fact that the game's going pretty well for him at the moment.
I
So
wonder
if
though.
you're
If,
Nick,
yeah.
oh, go ahead, Splish.
Well, no, I wonder if he sees it or not. I mean, he might see it, and it's just not a good decision. I don't think it's implied that it's actually a good decision to move Voodoo.
It might have been more worth it to it actually probably would have been worth it for Mystique to leadership towards Toad, and then when Hulk
Yep.
moves away Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Voodoo's gonna go towards give Hulk a landing spot on the scoundrel.
Does he make it
He's
and
not gonna
run?
make it. No.
He's on top
All right, so
of Steve there.
what are Nick's plays? What do we see going on for Nick here to stop being so pro Malekith right now?
I'm not pro Malekith
Well,
at all. It's just the wind
I
is
think-
blowing in such a direction
I
right
think
now.
the biggest thing is a lot of the agency has rested with Lucas to fight against the legacy virus stuff. So I think that's why it just naturally, like, what do you have to do to stop this? Because Nick gets a lot of that just based on his roster. Now that it's
True.
switched a little bit, like, you have to just tell yourself, when Cat dies, here's what I'm going to do. When Voodoo dies, here's what I'm going to do. Like, if one of those 2 things happens, and have plans. But I think he's...
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the who's the beatdown. I think Nick was inevitability with his strategy. And so a lot of it was exciting for Lucas to try to figure out how to solve that puzzle. And like you said, it's definitely flipped around.
Yeah. You got Malekith taking 3 damage from Hulk.
Oh, jeez.
He did get the wild, so there's a push, but I don't know if he's on that stump. No, not well enough.
Well, definitely not at that angle, but he'll move it.
Yeah, would have been. But I think...
I don't think that matters too much. Hulk is going to get power and then throw Hulk. Probably into Malekith, force a brace. And then he wins that point.
Yeah, you have to... Well,
wait, what is this? Oh, because he
he left
Avenger
assembled.
assembled.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Shows how easily we get distracted.
But no movement on Hulk, so he'll be getting thrown.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to make sure that people are outside of range 4 of Black Cat. So they can't just insta reel her in.
Look how close I can zoom in on this game. There is no more board being used. Like, this whole game is being played in this one small area. It's crazy.
What does illegal placement?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Hulk just sitting on
He's sitting on cap a little bit.
cap.
I let finger guns know.
Okay.
I think it's kind of inconsequential. I think
I feel like he
still
would have
could
made
done
it
what he did.
a little bit over, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's not contesting either. I think he was trying to be, and he's not. I actually thought he was contesting, to be honest with you. So that means they tie that point?
Yep. Because Voodoo's up, Hulk, no, 2-1.
No, Hulk's not on it though.
Oh yeah, so it is tied.
So it's a tie. Yep.
Did they score that right? It looks like they did. Yeah.
Should be.
Should have been 2 to 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at this board not being used. This beautiful scoundrels, that makes you want to play all over the place, and these guys have committed hard to this. This actually might be worth the top down. Freaking Hulk's top down image is so massive.
So I think Nick's issue here is he's gonna have to hope that the defensive tech and positioning helps him not lose some of his stuff that can steal here, because he's not offensive. Like his team doesn't put out a lot of damage. So if he really does have to shift it, like his best offense is throwing Hulk into Malekith or Malekith into Hulk.
Which
the
is
other thing
decent
to
offense,
consider-
though.
I mean, it's good. But he does it like once per turn too. So
The other thing to consider here is we're in round 3. I think time's not going to be too crazy, but Lucas Schieck has used up like 10 more minutes than Magiknik has.
That'd be really unfortunate if time decided the game.
Indeed. Just something to watch.
What do you? Is he gonna throw Hulk into Steve? That'd be kind of craziness.
I mean, he doesn't have brace. It actually might be worth it too. I like it. Like I'm here for it.
I don't know if that's even what his tools are saying he's gonna do, to be honest. But
I think he's looking at Face Me.
and what?
Using face me to get the bodyguard out.
Remove
you could
Steve from Voodoo
deception
and
here?
Cat. Well, they're all way too tight, right?
Well, if he does face me here, he gets Steve out of the way, and then he can
Did
throw
move
Hulk
him.
into Cat, and then he could punch Voodoo.
And Steve's not really going to do anything to Hulk, like if he chooses to attack him. So
Yeah, and this really just gives the chance to throw Hulk into Black Cat, which is kind of big.
He's trying to get him out of like everything.
it looks like he should be able to. So
I mean, this is the finals of TTS, and so I guess you really want to think hard about what you're doing. But man, I'd start to feel a little bit of the clock against me and want to maybe do this a little quicker.
I honestly don't think he's paying too much attention to the clock.
Well, they are clicking on it, so they know it's there.
yeah, I can't. These guys seem pretty intentional. So if they're doing a good job keeping up with switching it, I'm sure they're thinking
aware.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Got Azza in the chat saying Lucas's Hulk is going down big time this turn.
He's attacking Malekith with Steve. Looks like a shield throw.
Wait, can you do that?
Yeah, you can attack anybody with it. It doesn't say you have to attack the person that played the
Just
card.
makes
You
Yeah,
just
an
have
it
to
says
attack,
make an
attack.
attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why it's really good on the
Jeez.
symbiote free-for-all game. Because you can make people attack the other people in the game. It's very
Shows how
nice.
much
Let's
I
get
know.
got the ricochet on the Hulk.
Looks like no damage.
Power for Steve.
No. Now what? At the end of the day, dice are dice. Like, still, like, feel like anything can happen here.
I don't know.
Really? Oh, boy.
Oh, is
I
this
think
a
this is
deception
Hulk
this is-
play?
attacking cat.
No,
Hulk is
okay.
attacking cat, which I think
yeah,
is
clicked on
a
cat.
mistake.
Yeah, I think he throws Hulk into cat so we can have attacks with
well,
Voodoo.
when Hulk does that, I don't know that it matters all that much.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think if he threw cat into or Hulk into cat, then
Lucas,
he potentially has
hold
Did
on.
two
you just take
attacks
her
into
out in
Voodoo.
one shot?
Well, he
It
rolled too many
looks like
dice
it.
in. Hold on, we need to tell Sam.
Well,
He
are
rolled
you
in
sure?
3 crits. He rolled in 3 crits. So there's 8, 9, 10, and 7.
Well, no, he gets
8.
+1 die.
Oh, he gets a plus a die. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. That's fine.
You are
Let me-
wrong.
Did you
He's
check the
clicking
thing?
on the how many dice I have, I guess. I don't know.
That's fine. I'm happy to be wrong. I thought I saw.
Yeah,
it.
no.
So-
They're clicking on their cards. I guess they're saying
Cat just
no.
gets obliterated.
Can he do the same to Voodoo?
I suspect.
I think he's
well,
probably
yeah,
gonna throw
that's-
Voodoo. He probably throws Voodoo away. Maybe punch him once, then throw him away.
No. He's
Punching
gonna do
Voodoo?
a
Oh,
into
spender Voodoo.
Try and get the stagger.
which would be 9 dice.
Stagger into throw.
God, his Hulk dice are insane. Jesus.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Oh, that voodoo is good blocks though.
Yeah, but
9. 9.
With like
he's
a
gonna die
throw.
anyway. He dies anyway. He gets thrown before damage and dies anyway. Or he gets dazed.
I mean,
He also has 2.
You can
yeah,
literally
he has to
throw
go.
him into Hulk and then throw Hulk into him too, right?
So this is where it gets tough, right? Like when Hulk rolls like this, he's just impossible to deal with.
So how much damage was that? I'm being lazy and not
Uh,
counting.
It'll be
Not-
6.
9.
6. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
It'll be 6 that go through, but the throw is before damage. So the nice thing here is you can throw him he could throw him potentially into a position that's worse for
Yeah.
chasing Zemo down.
Something of note is Lucas has to do the Malekith triggers. The one for Cat he had to have done, and now the one for Voodoo he has to do.
Are we telling Sam these things?
Yeah, I took care of it already.
Okay, cool.
Sheesh. Well, there goes the stealing stuff strategy.
Now he's throwing Hulk.
Wait, Hulk into. Oh my god! If he kills. Steve
Yeah, these
here.
leadership triggers have to happen. Like,
Yeah, you literally have to use them, even if you just ignore the maze afterwards.
yeah. Walking 2, take 3. Steve alive on 1.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Wow, poor Toad's watching. Like, guys,
Are
this
you
is,
okay over there?
there's a lot going on over there. You can it's just little smoke clouds and mushroom clouds and such. So, what do you think? Are they talking to the judge right now? There's some finger movements.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're trying to say like because like the trigger has to happen. Like they
the
can't.
clock
just, like,
is
pass by
on.
it.
Was switched.
So in this like position from a leadership, like you just have to mark it and you take the solution.
Yeah,
you
you
ignore the
just-
maze. Pick
agreed.
characters
Like,
that
you
have used
just-
them and
Give them the power, take off the health, and they
Well,
don't
there's
get
no
to make
health.
the move.
That's not Sam.
You heal 1.
Hmm?
Sam is a condition and Malekith is a power. That's the
Yep.
difference.
Hey, you just said you heal 1 though. What's healing you?
Yeah, you do.
They both
You-
they
the
so both
leadership.
leaderships heal. Both leaderships get a short move.
What
Malekith's
the hell?
gives
I
you a
think-
power. Sam's
my-
removes a condition.
Wow, jeez, it's been a while for me, I guess. Jeez, I can't believe I forgot that.
Wow.
I'll be honest with you. I thought it healed, and I was like, no way, it heals because giving a power and moving is already too good. But okay,
Dude,
Just
look
like
at-
so it
removing
looks
that
like
condition.
Malekith did heal then,
That is not a legal throw.
or not? Maybe Malekith didn't heal. Yeah, I guess I was tired.
look at Toad down there. Just Omnis points out he's probably just getting high and then off the watching the brawl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That he's got a good spot to watch. He's just chilling, looking at everybody on his little wall. But some things we haven't mentioned is both these players This is their first time. Well, I
Make
don't know
it
if
to
it's
the
first time
cut.
ever
Finals.
making cut, but they made the finals for the first time, and they weren't in cut last season. So it's like the double
think-
Cinderella.
I think
Oh.
the craziest thing about all this though is Magiknik still has an out with legacy virus.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Like it's just like one of the craziest parts about playing that scenario is like he's still has a very easy chance of winning this game. I hate it so much. I hate it.
So is he gonna remember to heal Malekith?
Well, he did leadership on Zemo and leadership on Mal.
He gave Zemo
Nope, he's
power.
Doing on Mystique. Okay.
So I think it's for Lucas. Obviously, the Hulk turn is incredible and it's really great for you. But
Yeah.
it that felt like a big moment in the game, and because Hulk exploded, like
Hulk going
it's
into
a little
Malekith here.
unfortunate. Oh boy, Both-
This Hulk's
both-
angry.
both Hulks are very angry.
I think we're. Oh my gosh! Annihilated.
I think there was a Ominous Protocol episode where he said, or Morgan said, that Hulk is the best character in the game. This game is probably good evidence.
So a seventh
Everybody-
threat character
everybody
is not
play a
gonna
Hulk.
activate. How about this? The seventh threat character is not going to activate this turn.
So the big thing about that is that it does flip priority back to Lucas.
Yeah. Also, like taking out Voodoo and Cat was also seventh threat. So we just saw a seventh
Yeah.
threat exchange. Lots of dice rolled, lots of blanks. Not sure what happened.
Oh, Lucas's clock is still running.
Judge, you gotta fix the clock. Or maybe he just tapped it over really quickly because it is Lucas's turn
Somebody said in the chat that Lucas hit your clock, and that means it's been running for a while.
Oh my god, do you think Mystique sees the sabotage explosion to auto kill Steve?
Off of the
Maybe.
stump.
Yeah.
They're gonna blow up the tree.
Dude, that tree's got some C4. There's some explosives in there. A little Mystique plastique.
Hit it and scout it out.
Hey, Dizzard knows all about these IED such devices. I don't think he sees it.
I don't even see it. Where's this? Oh my god, there's the stuff. I couldn't see from my angle.
Dude,
I
I
mean,
would be
Do you?
so
do you
hyped to
want-
see it.
But hold on, because what is Steve gonna do when you could, like, at the start of next turn you could just kill
rid
him?
of
Auto
him.
kill Steve.
You just retain priority and then you kill Voodoo and Steve.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, but you do still have Dark Rain up if you're
So like
Lucas.
if you it's kind of awkward because like you want to Malekith's like your badass killer, right? Oh wait, Zemo's still in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Nick's out is obviously
Legacy.
assembling legacy, but he needs figuring out how to do that effectively is going to be very difficult.
Unless he just tries to get some damage on Hulk and try to get rid of Hulk at the beginning of the next round, but I don't think that's the best thing.
It doesn't. I mean, I just don't see the offense. Like, I mean, I guess Steve, double spender from Steve.
Just shooting Hulk.
Oh no, I'm talking about getting rid of a Magiknik's Hulk.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
gotcha.
3 more.
Like get some
oh,
tick
takes
tick
one.
damage onto Hulk, so it's easier for Malekith to get rid of him next round.
It looks like Mystique is going into Hulk here.
Yeah. Did a total of 1.
Yeah, it looks that way. Oh Jesus, Toad getting in on this.
He
Sorry,
has
coming in to
right?
grab the other. He's got to get the other legacy.
But he can't double walk and grab it. So
Don't go near the stump, it's dangerous.
The stump of doom. God, Omnis, if Lucas can't figure whether he should blow up Steve, would you say that he is stumped?
Maybe.
Kick him out of the chat.
20-second ban.
I appreciate the pun. Don't listen to them.
I feel like there's some indecision right now with the whole Toad thing.
Indeed. Lucas needs to start working faster, though. He's 20 minutes below Magiknik now. I feel like there was some missed clock clicks.
If only there was someone with league power who could just hand wave whatever.
I'm not in charge no more.
I thought it was after the season.
Yeah, isn't this technically the same season? You just right out the door. You're like the guy who gave his 2-week notice and then like halfway through the second week,
day
he's like, you know what? I'm
gonna work from home for the last 2 weeks.
I don't know. I'll talk to Sam, see what he wants to do as he's the accuser.
Yeah.
What in the heck is happening with Zemo? It's kind of nuts. Like, does he go that way? I was just thinking, like, just go away, right?
Run far away and never return.
It's not far enough from Voodoo, but neither is where he is now.
I mean, as long as you don't just don't let Voodoo go. It's not a big deal.
Omnis says Magiknik's gonna run out of characters before Lucas runs out of time. I think we obviously know what camp Omnis is in.
That is a bug and a half.
Is that you guys? I've been hearing people say there's bugs.
So, this has been a bug for a long time. That if you have the movement tool and it's up against the edge of the board and you're trying to snap, it doesn't want to let your model go outside, and so it's gonna freak out. So he needs to turn off the place.
Nice of Lucas to show us what you're talking about. I actually really like that move. It's subtle.
Yeah, Steve's just gonna run away. Sacrifice Voodoo.
No, he's going away from the stump.
Stumpy.
Man.
Losing Steve to a stump at the top of the next round would have been
stump
choice.
Sweet justice.
Listen, I love playing Mystique, and whenever I can kill people with like stumps and stop signs and stuff, I just really get a kick out of it.
So this is actually kind of big. So we got Magiknik's got 2 legacies and 2 points.
4.
So he'll be going up 4 to Lucas's 2. So that's kind of big.
Is it 2 or is it 1?
He is 1 legacy assembled from winning this game and turning the tide.
Yeah.
Omnis, I want triple affiliated roster to win. That's completely fair, but things are starting to look a little scary because that legacy virus is getting closer and closer. Granted, I think Zemo just needs to run.
I mean, Malekith is in a not
prime position to kill a whole
place. Like, there's also no bodyguard now, so just like rip into Voodoo or something.
I think he needs to rip into Hulk.
I mean, if he had Follow Me in Dark Rain, which that's gone.
He's got Dark Rain.
I mean, Hulk, I guess, is at 12 health. Like, that's super a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't hate that. Just take out Hulk. But then Voodoo's super going to go grab that legacy.
Yeah, I think it's probably Dark Rain Voodoo. Try to murder him. I don't think you need Dark Rain on Voodoo, though, to be completely honest.
Well, you don't want to risk it when it's important.
True.
This kind of finger moving is how the clock gets ticked down, though.
You can, so if you kill Voodoo, you can leadership Mystique behind and Deception away.
He Dark Rained
No one
Hulk.
can.
Dark Raining Hulk?
Oh boy.
Who spent
All right. He's going to big one.
Mystique.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you think we're going to see a Butcher of Thors? There it is. Butcher of Thors.
Yep.
10 dice into Hulk. Oh, look at that skull. Only 1.
Well, rerolls are appreciated for him here.
Yeah, seriously.
We have one block. Oh my gosh, look at these blanks. This is why you dark rain when you need to get damage in. Oh, that's
Not
just
much better.
pitiful.
So what's interesting
6.
here is Hulk could go potentially fall back and kill Zemo.
He gets a Butcher Thor's teleport, so if he falls back, the Butcher Thor's is after fallback.
2 blocks.
Oh yeah, that's
with, so 3 go through. That's not great.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong Hulk anyway.
Yeah, you know what? I was too. Man. So why are we doing
don't-
this again?
He kind of is committed now. He kind of has to just go for it.
Does he though?
I mean, he could just Butcher Thor's Voodoo and hope for the best.
I feel like killing Voodoo here is so much better. What is it? Mike says, "Why did he go into Hulk?" I agree. Full health Hulk and you're attacking. I don't get it.
That's the damn stump.
If only it was blown up.
It's so impactful to gameplay today.
Oh yeah. The stump's done more than Black Cat at this point.
Oof.
So much.
Is he gonna
breath,
charge after Steve? I don't know.
You got Omnis even saying go after Voodoo.
Yeah, it's like you dark rain and then you feel dumb for using
I mean,
it, but
he's not really because even Mystique is pretty good with Dark Rain into
There you go.
Hulk.
I think he
Yeah.
Like
Go
says
try and
Toad?
kill Toad.
Could Deception Hulk here, right?
I don't think you want to bring Hulk closer to Zemo. I think you want to keep everybody away from Zemo.
Going into Hulk again.
I think to throw Hulk into Voodoo is the plan.
Doesn't. Voodoo has too much health.
Sure he does, but
That's the attack he needed on his freaking. Jeez. 2, 4, 7.
Pierce.
Think Hulk's gonna spend for rerolls? Cause why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, squeezes out another block, but one's Pierce, so that's 6 damage. And a throw. Oh, we got fallback being used. Which is, I think, fallback's before the throw, isn't it?
Yes.
That's pretty cool for him.
Because fallback is before damage is dealt, and the throw is after damage is dealt.
Wait, what? He's going over there? Whoa, that's not legal.
He can't.
He went outside the boundary.
Yeah, just throw him farther.
Why is he going over there, though?
I think that was the fallback was.
I think the fallback was to get away from Voodoo.
He was avoiding the throw into Voodoo, but now you just throw Hulk up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them away. Because Toad, like, if you're trying to assemble with Toad, right, his steal is an action, so he's going to have to at some point move people
Alright,
back
I think-
into positions.
Well,
I think the fallback was a mistake.
well, I think we saw some misplays there that kind of equaled out at the end.
Yeah. Because now Hulk's not in a position to kill other Hulk.
Hulk does have 8 health left now for.
I mean,
Nick.
Mystique would pretty trivially get through. Well, not trivially, but Mystique could very simply get through that, right?
And yeah, she's still
8
a
damage
long move.
on
She's
Dark Rain.
probably within range. Yeah.
Yeah, what a game this is. This is blowing my mind. What is Nick gonna do now?
I
Ball's in
think
his court.
I
I
don't
think
know,
you'd go with
Voodoo-
Steve and run away. Steve
I
is
don't know, Voodoo's got a
officially
pretty-
useless in this game. Like, he needs to just chill somewhere.
keep the attrition from happening.
Well, just score VPs, really. Just,
Yeah.
It's tough because like Lucas just removes Voodoo, right? If you don't go with him now, that's his
There
next
it is.
go. That's his
Yeah.
next thing.
I think he's trying to see if he can staff up like with Mystique.
Does Voodoo have to believe in the dice and try to take out Hulk or something, or Mystique? It's Voodoo's in a scary place right now.
Got ominous saying, not killing Voodoo worries me a lot.
Yeah,
As a
leaving
Voodoo
As
Voodoo
it
about to
should.
alive.
pop off like he never has before.
Voodoo just gets better and better the later the game gets. So
I really noticed that since playing Suns a lot. Like Voodoo's just really, really good late game. It's insane. Voodoo's great all game. What are we talking about?
I will say though,
Well, yeah.
if he goes and possesses Baron Zemo, it's just kind of like the quote unquote obvious thing to do. Like, there's no character I would want more in that situation to like say, "Hey, I want that back," than Baron Zemo. Like
Yeah.
he'll get in there and he'll do some work.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Voodoo would get murdered. He'd get to take his spirit back, unless it's Mystique.
But he doesn't. If Voodoo goes now and takes it from Zemo, he doesn't live through the rest of it.
Ooh,
I mean,
dude, Mystique could because he still has deception. Mystique could deception him back towards her, and then just make him have 2 dice as she blasts forever.
yes.
Mystique is so good.
I have rediscovered my love for her lately. Yeah, she's turns out not letting your opponent have any agency to use their powers is good.
You were a big Brotherhood player for a while, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I started with. I played him a lot, but
I mean,
Yeah.
his
I just-
Discord icon is Magneto.
well, yeah, but that's not Mystique, right? Like I just jammed mags and rolled dice.
Well,
That's
the
fair.
clock is definitely waiting on
It's starting
Nick.
to even out.
'cause- Yeah, well,
it's starting to even out a little bit.
I think Nick is starting to sweat this decision, and I think we are too. I'm glad I'm not the one making this decision. Let's just be real.
I mean,
here.
I do think it's a very tough spot.
Yeah. At some point, too, if you do feel like you're in a really horrible spot like this, you need to start just believing that the dice will bail you out in such ways that you have to make decisions around it. Like, maybe you're just like, I don't know, maybe Voodoo will live. The thing is, like, Hulk can just, like, stagger Voodoo and throw him in a corner and kind of make Voodoo really useless, too. If he doesn't just kill him.
Yep.
That says you can't choose not to get power with the leadership, I guess.
No, it's because Mal did a builder. He didn't get the power for the builder.
No, what? No, I guess I'm lost then.
Because
He
Mal's
just
at 3 power. He didn't.
should-
He should have more power. However much damage he did to Hulk, he should have.
Should have 6 more. There it
Yeah,
is.
there it goes.
Oh, I see. He literally just forgot to give himself power.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're feeling yourself and things are going well, is when you just kind of like forget those things. Like he forgot his leaderships too, because you know he just killed everybody. I imagine the pressure gets you. This game started in such a tough way for Lucas, and the way it's kind of turned around for him is insane. I mean, the dice have done him many favors, but man, the who's the beatdown is definitely flipped to Nick. But Hulk can just flub, right? Like I could easily see Hulk just go into Voodoo next turn and miss everything.
It
Yeah.
happens.
100%.
I think Lucas is due some bad dice.
He sure is. And I'm sure you guys have played games, right, where your dice are super hot and then you get a little high on that fact, and all of a sudden everything's just unraveling, and you're like, wait, nothing's working.
Come
Yeah.
back,
Oh
dice.
yeah, for sure. Like it's you've got to, especially with Hulk, right? Someone like Hulk who had that huge turn. Now you have to remember who Hulk is,
Yeah.
and it can be just as bad the other direction, and no Dark Reign to bail you out.
Yeah, I hope people don't watch this and think, oh yeah, that's just how Hulk plays, because it's really not. Hulk doesn't typically
as
just
people-
one-shot things all the time.
I think that's a lot of the success people are having with Hulk now, though, is that they've discovered that he doesn't, and you don't play him as if he does that, and then when it happens, it's like, this is cool. He's a big control monster.
Man, this has been a good few minutes here. Not that I blame
about
Nick for thinking about this.
About 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. And he's still got like 18 more minutes before he catches up anyway.
I think he's trying to see where he can maximize his points because he can absolutely still win on VPs right now.
Yeah, it's still just 1 KO. And so it's a 4v4. I think though that fallback, isn't Hulk just went from super relevant.
Voodoo just spent 2 power.
Okay.
I don't know what he's
The only
doing.
thing he can do is throw the stump or the steep.
He did just
He
throw
threw
the
stump
stump.
at Malekith.
Dude, that stump, you know.
The stump of death.
Let's see how much damage the stump can do.
Nothing.
Aw, old Stumpy.
That stump had such high ambitions for its life.
That was the Steve Slayer, and just never happened. So I guess Voodoo's activated. What's Voodoo doing now? What is he thinking? He has to kill Malekith? Is that what that was?
I really just wonder if it was getting rid of it. He doesn't have any other good option, I guess. But it's weird to spend Voodoo's power
Voodoo
like
just
that.
spent 1 billion power to possess Hulk.
Possessing Hulk.
This is some wild and crazy plays right here.
I think it's forcing Mystique to have to stay on that point.
I mean, okay.
I don't think Lucas actually cares, to be honest.
This is so maybe he's just trying to win on secures at this point. And he's not going legacy anymore.
Yep, I think that's what he's doing, but he's also stopping Hulk from scoring somewhere and stopping Hulk from being able to pick up the legacy off of Toad.
Okay.
But like he also can't pick it up, so it just becomes a dead, which is probably fine. Like I guess Steve could run over there, but
I mean,
yeah, but it's like there's 5 points. Like I think he's trying to score out on Scoundrels. I think that's his current out. Is he has more characters and play Scoundrels and try to keep ahead on score because he's only got 2 more rounds to go. That's his out.
He throws Steve, right? Just get that auto kill.
Yeah. Throw Steve into Voodoo.
Because Steve is just a VP running around that you can annihilate.
And he does give up Prio by doing that, doesn't he?
yeah, but now that Voodoo's gone, who cares? Like Zemo's gonna be.
Zemo can now score freely in the corner.
You can protect Zemo from like a Voodoo first activation, and then it's like you just have to make sure that you don't give him enough opportunity to run away from you.
Lucas needs to move a little bit faster though, because he's under 20 minutes left. And last round he spent about 20 minutes.
I could see this game going to time only because Nick would be smart enough to say, hey man, if you can't go faster, I'll just win on time. Even if he's losing on the board. This is needless, man. I just sent Hulk towards Voodoo, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess the other Hulk can beat up your Hulk, but I think you saved Deception just to get Toad to not be able to get a VP.
Yeah. Well, I don't see why. Just go to Zemo and run him somewhere. Have a stall activation to figure out what Nick is trying to do.
He's literally could run out of time, though. This is crazy.
Yeah, he's about 2 minutes in on Mystique's activation.
He also just literally had like 10 minutes to think on his opponent's turn.
Yep. I think that's something that, like, watching some of his games is like he doesn't really spend like maybe he does spend the time thinking on his opponent's turn, but he spends a lot of time measuring on his turns as well. I think he definitely needs to up his game on evaluating the board state during his opponent's turn, so he knows exactly what he needs to do when his turn starts, instead of all these measurements.
I also wouldn't be shy if it was me measuring stuff on my opponent's turn also, especially if I don't feel like it's giving away any information.
Yeah, there's nothing that says you can't, so why not?
Oh, there's no rule against using your tools on any part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Except for maybe turn
hopefully
zero.
then.
Turn zero kind of has some rules, but okay, he's doing what I said, I think.
I think he's gonna go throw Steve into voodoo. There you go. And then probably leadership move Mal onto that scoundrel.
Ooh, that's sexy. Even though it doesn't work against Toad, but then you have deception.
No, move Mal onto the one Mystique's on.
Oh.
He's going to move Mystique forward to force Toad to do something.
Ooh, I like that.
That's
I like
fair.
that better, actually. Because deception here, he could just kill her, no trick plays to get away.
Yeah, I mean, if Toad doesn't go here, he
virus.
dies. Probably.
Voodoo's also not scoring that point. I mean, Hulk can obviously get him off there.
Hulk's doing okay. There he goes. He's done. All right, flip your clock, man. Flip your clock. Go click your clock because you're wasting time. There he goes. Okay.
Thank God.
Wasted about 15 seconds to staring at Hulk's card.
Toad runs away.
Lucas is known for
Deceptions.
analysis paralysis around my place. What's your place, Thunder?
You guys need to help him with that. Help him out with his analysis paralysis and teach him how to like look at the board state during the opponent's turn.
I mean,
'Cause
analysis
I bet
paralysis
you
and clock are
it
like
happens, yeah.
not the same thing, though. Like,
But I think like I'd say he's probably wasted about 10 minutes, if not more, just staring at the board and measuring things.
He's gonna
If it works for
incinerate
him, it
Hulk.
works. So I guess it's just it makes the game super close in my eyes.
Got a Toad spender.
I missed it.
He's spendering Hulk. He moved. He
Yeah.
walked down to the scoundrel, so
I
he can't be
see now.
deception.
Yeah.
But it like Mystique just walks to the center scoundrel and shoots Toad, probably.
Yep.
And then
Well,
if you daze
deception
him, well, Voodoo's sitting there, so he can't.
No, he's injured. Doesn't matter.
For deception, it doesn't check.
Yes, it does. Deception is healthy character.
Is it really? I thought it was non-dazed. No, it's non-dazed enemy character.
Yeah, it says not dazed.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh God, maybe I've been cheating. Dazed and
Heard it here
injured aren't the
first.
same. I really don't know. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't know what's going on right now though.
Good roll.
Or
Oh, shooting Toad.
why is Toad rolling 2?
I don't know. Oh, no. Why is he rolling 2?
Rolled good blocks there.
I
You
don't know
got
why he's rolling 2.
me.
Oh, she's shooting voodoo.
Oh, she moved. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Voodoo lives on 1.
Oh my gosh.
That's tough.
Now she needs to do deception into the solar panel and then explode it. I want to see explosions. Oh, maybe he was
So,
hoping for the kill, which would then get her the move. But that's
So
a
what
huge
is-
gamble.
Why would it give her the move?
Well, not her the move per se,
Oh, give
but
Mal on the
leadership
point
or
or something.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nick's gonna score what, 3 this turn?
1, 2.
Or,
Yeah, 3.
no,
Unless
they're
Hulk doesn't
tied.
go on a point.
So if Hulk ends up on a point, Zemo could run to it, essentially.
True. I think he's gonna throw Hulk off of that point though. With his Hulk, he should anyways.
Am I crazy though, or that whole what just happened was a mistake? Like,
I think he
May-
should be going for Toad in that situation.
is it because maybe he thought Hulk would get him off a point or something? I just don't get it.
I don't know. I think I think Mystique should have shot in the
Hulk,
Toad.
he was probably trying to make Hulk count because Hulk's leadership, or Brother Daniel. Excuse me.
Yeah.
True. That's also that's true.
This is such a wild situation.
This is one reason why I don't like commentating games, because it's just guessing.
Yeah, you don't know what they're thinking at all. Just goes to show you, though, how many different lines of play exist in this game. I'm really speechless on what Nick does. Like, I feel like it's like easier for me to know what Lucas should do, but it's a lot harder for me to know what Nick should be doing.
I think Nick feels the same way right now because he's taking a while to do his times, but he at least has the time to spend. And in my opinion, I think Nick is sitting in a much better spot at the moment. He's up on VPs. He's going to continue to go up on VPs, and Lucas is now on the clock, like in multiple ways.
I feel like the beatdown just switched back onto Lucas has to do something, which it just blows my mind, considering there's 2 KOs. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of this is going to come down to the voodoo
Hulk
trying to dark rain.
Hulk spendering Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting play.
Hulk spendering on Hulk, I think. No wild.
Got a crit.
Still no wild.
Doesn't.
So is this Hulk in the Hulk here?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Hulk doing some rerolls.
What?
That's reroll all. Reroll all, isn't it?
No, it's any, I believe.
I thought it was reroll all.
It's any.
Yeah. Is there any
What?
character me roll?
Although I don't know.
Oh, any. Okay, I've been playing that wrong. I've always done reroll all. Whoops.
Wait, why are we rolling? Why is he rolling everything then?
He's incinerated.
Oh, so you rolled too many?
One too many dice.
Fair. Okay, now he's rerolling, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so he spent power. There's a lot of hand movements. Maybe they're discussing the damage.
I always find that to be the most awkward. Like, I hate when I screw that up because then I roll better on the reroll, and I'm just like,
I don't know. Typically,
it's also horrible when you have to remind your opponent and then they roll better, and you're like,
I don't know. Yeah. When that typically happens, I'll just typically be like, I'm just gonna do what I got and then -1 off of that.
No, nothing came of it. So 2 damage.
I
feel like the result was the exact same as when he rolled the wrong dice, so I guess that's fine.
Burning Magiknik's clock now, though.
He is. He's still half though. What are we getting here?
Yeah, like that. All right, another spender, or that's just a builder. 3. His Hulk's dice are dead. Still 3 damage.
No push.
I mean, he still rerolls them. Like you just do that.
I don't understand
One
why.
block.
1. I don't know. Like it wasn't gonna kill him. Oh, probably because Magiknik gets cryo.
That's cryo. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Mike in the chat saying, "Do the commentators actually play the game?" That's a very good question.
Apparently not. I'm still blown away that Deception isn't is non-dazed. I'm positive I've played Deception wrong at least a few games, which is crazy.
I just don't play Hulk enough. I played him for a little bit, but then I stopped. He was in my Malekith roster, but I didn't really play him that often.
Oh, he's trying to hit Malekith with Hulk, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I play Blade. I don't play Hulk in my Blade.
But it's the reroll is the same thing.
Oh, yeah, but nobody ever does physical or miss. Nobody ever does physical or missing in the Blade. It's always energy, and it makes me so sad. There's so much energy in the game that it makes Blade super sad.
So you guys see what's happening here. He's trying to hit Malekith.
Mal, yeah.
It's just I don't see that ever happening.
I don't know. I don't see that line.
Like you can see from my camera, there's just that line is not gonna happen.
I think you're just gonna throw him so that way he can punch him at the beginning of Prio next. I almost said next year.
I think he maybe he's setting up for the throw next time.
That too, yeah.
This is smart to think about the next turn. That's what you're supposed to do.
That and Lucas's last person is gonna be Zemo, and all Zemo can really do is get onto a scoundrel so he doesn't fall too far behind.
That's 2 VPs,
11,
which is
11-9 at the end of the round.
the way this game is going, man. Almost wants you to play Hulk and Sons.
I'm enjoying Prime and Skull. I don't have room for Hulk.
This
Zemo's-
week's shiny object is Sentinel.
Yeah.
It says.
Facts.
The Rogue Agents are the shiny object podcast.
You're not wrong.
The new
That's
thing must be
actually
played.
a very. It's not even just the new. I'm playing Suns. That's
Fair.
this is
Sometimes old becomes new.
fair.
All right, we just went up on VPs here.
11 and 9.
A lot rides on this turn. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the round. This is gonna be the round that determines the game. I think.
So like, you want to activate Hulk, but then, based on what happens, Voodoo's just a dead man.
I think he's okay with that because if Hulk can get rid of Hulk, that's kind of big. But then you got Malekith, which can get rid of Voodoo.
Malekith
and
kills Voodoo
probably-
and Toad.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, and I think that might be game. Yeah, I think he should be going with Voodoo, not Hulk. To be completely honest, he also
weird because what does
He's-
Voodoo really
he also
do?
is Voodoo gonna pull back Brother Daniel? Ooh, that's a question of
mean-
the game right here. He should be.
No,
Shouldn't
He
he?
didn't. He didn't, and he
He
As
won't.
with
didn't, but he should have.
Every Voodoo player ever, he probably forgot in the power phase.
Yep. And it's gonna be when he goes to attack Voodoo. It's gonna be I was gonna pull that back in the power phase. This is a
not in this game. This is
this is a championship game. That ain't allowed around here. They ain't allowed around these parts.
No being nice to your opponent.
All right, I'll leave it here, guys. Sorry, I get twitchy.
Big swings. Oh man. Oop.
I can't help it too, because even though I can see the dice on the top of the screen, I love watching people roll dice.
That is a lot of dice. Holy
So this is
shit.
Hulk into Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your biggest hope is that Hulk doesn't get one shot.
Hulk lived on 1, but can be thrown into Malekith.
Done two.
So, he lived on 2. Okay, never mind. Oh,
Just gonna throw him away.
That's fair.
Jump Spender Malekith,
That's yeah.
and then throw him.
Into Hulk?
You just throw him away.
No, I think you throw him. No, I think you throw him into Hulk.
Oh yeah, I guess with Hulk being on.
he's doing spenders.
Maybe he hasn't done his actual throw yet, has he?
No.
So yeah, he just throws Malekith into Hulk. Oof, not a good block.
It doesn't matter.
3,
does it?
5, 6, 7 takes 5.
Plus,
And
The
then
throw.
stagger. I think he neglects the throw and then just isn't that a throwaway?
Hulk's Spender is not a throwaway, I do believe. I think it's in any direction.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Throw there and then just throw Malekith into Hulk.
that's a KO. That's a done Hulk probably.
Yeah. And then I think Lucas just opens up with Mystique lighting up Voodoo and potentially lighting up Toad. Or he could deception voodoo. Oh, he can't deception. Never mind. I'm silly.
Gotta kill one of them.
Yep.
This doesn't-
Goodbye, Hulk.
No, he doesn't go off the table.
Bad Hulk player, bad.
Gets dazed.
He might just be super sad because Hulk just died. Okay.
I mean, it is a natural reflex to just want to take.
Yeah.
people off.
I mean, yeah, just set him back where he was. And
Oh, this is
thing
good
is-
dice
I think
from
he-
Hulk. Overall,
The
Hulk
thing
set
is-
Hulk
has to
pretty
go.
well.
Mystique has to go
Yeah.
into voodoo here.
oh yeah, I mean, allowing.
I think they're trying to see if Daniel comes back. He does not right now.
Also,
stays on
kind of
Hulk.
hilarious that because Hulk.
No,
he does,
what?
He does. Yeah.
What?
It's on. So when,
Anyways-
when the character with Daniel is dazed, it comes back to voodoo.
Oh, okay.
When voodoo is dazed, it does not come back.
Well, let me zoom on that.
Gotcha. It won't either for me. I have to like zoom in.
Move the token to this character. Yep.
So he's gonna walk in to get rid of cover, potentially. What it looks like.
What? What cover?
Scoundrels.
Scoundrels?
Oh, jeez. I forgot they're even playing a secure. I feel like this is the Legacy Virus game.
We really don't play the game, do we?
Dude. You know what? I haven't played a non-pay to
This
flip
is a
in like
game?
months. I haven't played a non-pay to flip in months.
That's fair. Walk up.
Yeah, the Dark Rain into Hulk was a mistake.
All right. He needs some
Uh-oh.
good dice to go for.
Mystique's doing
6
her
dice.
spender. She's spendering.
Oh no.
I think this is
Oh no.
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
god.
Are you kidding me?
block. It's gonna-
Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
Voodoo's still stunned though, isn't he? Yeah,
Oh
Voodoo's still
Yes.
stunned.
my gosh.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really matter at that point.
Really? Can't
I think he
Voodoo
should have
just
rapid
go?
fired.
Well, I guess you don't want to put Voodoo near Zemo, but my god. Voodoo gets to activate.
He has.
Not
A lot
actually
of
sure
power.
what Voodoo can do.
Kill
Probably just-
Mystique.
Like Days Mystique, it's not super exciting, but
Days Mystique, and then Toad can go to the other point, and then Magiknik is scoring 3.
He
However,
doesn't need to daze her. He can just throw double walk.
yeah.
Like, if he throws her, double walks to Zemo potentially. I guess Zemo just kills him at that point.
I think he should have rapid
Get on
fired.
one.
I think
yeah, I kind of
The
like
spinner
rapid
was a
fire, but the
mistake.
4v4 is kind of scary. But yeah,
he goes there. It forces Zemo to not be able to do anything. Oh, Toad's gonna go into Mystique, try to push her off. No wild. Takes 1.
Mystique.
no,
Takes
she
off.
is martial artist.
Count.
Oh yeah. Again, do I play this game? All right, Malekith goes.
It's just gonna go nuts. I mean, this does give you a teleport, but this also means
mean,
Voodoo can
he-
like
But
kill Malekith.
It doesn't put you anywhere.
That's not bad. Uh, 4, 5, 6. Taking 4.
Chewie says always rapid fire. I would not want to go anywhere near Voodoo.
I honestly would have rather charged and thrown Hulk into Toad.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think it would make it too. I mean, how
'Cause
did Hulk...
like Magiknik has prio again, so Hulk's just gonna take out Malekith. I guess Zemo could go try to take out Hulk. Like that might be worth it.
It's just weird because, well, Zemo has a range 3 attack, so he can like charge range 3.
Yeah.
Zemo could actually do charge double range 3 and get on a point.
Yeah, I think Lucas needs to try and kill Hulk with Zemo. Depending on where Voodoo goes. But if if Hulk lives, I think that's gonna be game. I think that's Magiknik wins it.
Seems that way.
I also don't know whose turn it is, but
It's
Lucas's clock.
Lucas's.
Oh, did he just sit there and
No,
Voodoo?
wait.
All good.
How is it Lucas's turn? Oh, the clock just switched.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's a good freaking 2 minutes.
Yeah. I have to think right now. Both players are thinking, if I win this game, holy crap.
Yeah, it's in a very tight spot.
This has been back and forth.
Even with Voodoo moving there, I still think that he needs to go after Hulk. Because I think if Hulk lives,
Spender Malekith and throw afterwards. Either throw Mystique off the point or throw something into. Set up the mission objective from Hulk.
Voodoo spinning 3, Staff of Legba.
No, I think their mission. No, okay.
No, he's staff
He's
of
gonna
Legba
do-
Malekith
Yeah.
or throwing. He's throwing.
No, you
Oh,
can't
throwing the
throw.
size 3.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Gets rid of
And-
Mal.
Gross.
And now mission and he just walks.
I was kind of thinking mission
away.
objective, but maybe not.
Well, he'll just walk to 2 on the other side. He should throw Mystique and then walk to.
He'd possess Mystique. I think he still has a chance if he can take out Hulk with Zemo.
Oh my gosh.
That makes it what 2 to 2. Well, Zemo would be able to pick up the other ones. Well, then Zemo kills Toad and
Yeah,
assembles the Legacy Virus. Voodoo's gonna possess Zemo if he gets 2.
Yeah, absolutely. But Zemo should be able to get 2 and then get back on this back scoundrel. Where are you going? You need to go into Hulk, man. No. He needs to go into Hulk here, in my opinion. Like, Hulk's got 4 life. I think Zemo can do it.
Man.
Like, it should have been charge, Steel Rush into Hulk, and
Is
then
he
Steel Rush
thinking-
again into Hulk.
I might be thinking it's more likely that he's. Oh no, there he goes.
Should have charged Steel Rush first, though, and gotten 2 attacks into Hulk.
This is making me crazy.
No. Okay. So Steel Rush into charging Voodoo.
I think it's Steel Rush
It's a
rerolls Master Swordsman.
Okay.
So this does flip the point, right? If he kills Voodoo here.
Well, yeah,
'cause
because
there's
the
no
Mystique
possession.
gets.
Voodoo brought back his token, so it flips it no matter what.
I think Voodoo got him. Or he got Voodoo rather. So that's kind of big, but Hulk's still such an issue.
What? No.
I think he's trying to get caught up back up on points.
But he doesn't. He's just tying the scoundrel. It's moving away from the scoundrel doesn't give him a point. Just lets Toad run away.
Yeah. So that'll be 2 for Lucas and
2 to 2.
What is this game? This is crazy. I have to say, you feel more comfortable with no Voodoo on the board because he's just such a menace.
True.
But Hulk's
I
also
still,
a menace.
I don't know. I still think that Zemo needed to charge Steel Rush Hulk and potentially even get another Steel Rush into Voodoo. Like
Hulk just.
he could have done really good into Hulk. I think he needed to try taking out Hulk first. And if he did really good on the first attack into Hulk and can take out Voodoo at the same turn, that seals the deal. Like Hulk being shocked right now isn't doing a whole lot because he's getting what? 1, 2,
a billion.
3. So he's getting 10 dice builders. Like he's got enough to gamma leap. I think Zemo's like dead in the water.
Yeah, I like taking Hulk out here, and you'd still get on the point. Nothing changes. And then you have a
Yeah.
1 health Voodoo to defeat with very fast characters.
That might have been the mistake that cost him the game. Let's see how it pans out for him. I mean, he still has Magiknik in the think tank right now. Like he's spending a lot of time figuring out what his first move is going to be. I definitely think it's just go with Hulk and kill Zemo.
Yeah, you
What's
take out
going to
Zemo
happen?
because
Here's
he's
what's going to
holding.
happen. Hulk is going to attack Zemo. He's not going to one-shot him, and Zemo's going to counter-strike and daze Hulk.
I was
That'd be
thinking about
hilarious,
that.
but there's 4 health.
4 crits,
But
baby.
he has. I mean, granted, he could do 3 and the bleed takes out Hulk. That'd be pretty big. Oh no, he's got legacy. He could just shake the bleed.
Yeah.
No, that's after bleed, isn't it? Because
No.
crisis
I
effects are
don't-
last.
I have to look it up every single time I play. So.
But crisis effects are last,
Chat
so it
help.
would be after the bleed, wouldn't it?
Let the chat bail us out.
Yeah. Chat. How does that work? Legacy virus can shake bleed before it goes off, or bleed goes off before legacy virus? Because we don't play the game, we don't know the rules.
I cannot believe how swingy this game has been. I really
It's been a good finals. I swear, like most
Mm.
of the finals that happen, it's very one sided. So it's been a good finals game in my opinion.
running out of time is absolutely a possibility as well. Granted, there's only 4 characters left.
But it takes like 5 minutes to activate.
Boy, this is turn 6.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh! So it's over no matter what here.
correct.
Oh my god! So
Unless they
Nick-
tie.
Nick,
Go to
like,
rounds. Wait. What?
He's going after both of them. He's trying to hit both.
throw and then beam.
Throw a Mystique and Thunderclap. That'd be-
What?
That's pretty
Is he gonna do
thematic,
it?
though.
Oh! He's gonna do
A
it.
thunderclap in the finals. I am here for.
I mean, it's what +3 dice -1, so that's 7 dice Thunderclap. He can do it twice.
Into
This is nutty.
martial artist Mystique.
Zemo got 2 blocks so far, so that's nice.
Zemo has cover.
What are you saying? Cover. Oh, the
From the
super
scoundrels.
scoundrel.
Scoundrels
For the thunderclap.
Oh my
Ludosh,
gosh.
Pay attention.
for the double Thunderclap.
Yeah,
I
I
guess you
mean,
don't do it
cover
once.
martial artist does help, doesn't it? Assuming they remember it.
All right, 10 dice. Okay, he's doing a builder first.
Mystique.
6, 7. Jesus. Oh, 3 blocks. She's still dead though. That's huge.
That's insane.
Well, both Hulks have had.
She matters the
huge-
least here, though.
he-
Zemo's the
Yeah.
actual threat.
Yeah, if Zemo lives here, he charges, kills Toad. Then
No, you
Yeah.
kill Hulk.
there's no
right?
reason.
Oh,
Why?
no.
Why? There's no reason. You go kill Toad.
No, the real answer is
Hulk's
you
already
kill.
gone.
Hulk is scoring a point, so he has to score 3 points.
No, the real answer is you kill both of them.
Okay. I get that you love Zemo.
Oh, he could do it. It's Zemo.
True.
Well, he's
got
sitting
power.
on 4
Oh,
powers.
he's
so
running away.
He can master swordsman, charge. He needs to kill Toad first, and at
Charge
least ties.
swordsman.
And that way, he at least ties the game. So swordsman charge into Toad. That way, he ties the game. Oh, then you can mission objective it over to Hulk. Yeah, that's kind of big.
Hulk just took a bleed damage and then removed the bleed. So I guess that answered that question.
Is
Is
that
this-
how that works?
This
though?
game really gonna come down to Zemo dice?
Legacy last. I have a
Every-
there's a comment.
Everything you've
Com-
ever wanted.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Sam.
I can't believe this. Oh wait, mission objective,
Oh,
guys.
he didn't heal. I see what happened. Okay,
Guys,
I'm crazy.
mission objective.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So he like
said,
has to kill them both in one shot.
Yeah, he has to.
Oh my god.
He needs to go into Hulk first, and then into
Hulk
Toad.
first. No,
Well, it doesn't really matter. He
move
has to kill
masters-
both. Like,
No, sheesh.
Your Hulkerino. Ooh,
that's not good.
that'll do it.
I think that's game. I can't believe this
He's got
game.
one more reroll, doesn't he?
It doesn't. He can't do enough damage, though.
He puts the bleed on.
Oof. No damage.
He doesn't know. Zemo, no, not like this.
Yeah, Zemo needed to kill Hulk in that last round.
I agree.
I got Jakara. Zemo kills Toad and gets his cure. That ties the game. No, because he has mission objective, and he has the power to do it already. So it wouldn't have done anything. And Hulk lives, and that'll be
Mission
game.
objective, the MVP. So he, I guess, just said, "I'm done," and then, like, they said, "Good game." Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay,
Do we want to
guys.
hop over there and ask him why he didn't attack Hulk with Zemo?
Right. Let's give them a minute. They can chat if they need to.
Yeah, give him a sec. Well, thanks guys for helping me commentate this.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's very distracting trying to focus on stream stuff, but I appreciate you guys making this easy for me. This was a great finals to watch.
It was a very good game. It was very back and forth.
Super back and forth.
Lots of big dice on both sides.
Yep.
At different moments, which was fun.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was one-sided in any way. Both of them just seemed to be rolling fists of hits, and it was craziness.
Yeah,
Hulk's
I mean,
crazy.
At different points, the cool thing about it is at different points they were so advantaged, like both ways, which was normally it's a lot closer, right?
Perfectly said.
These felt.
I felt like, oh, there's no way that Nick loses. Oh, there's no way that Lucas loses, and then it just swung back and it's like, no way that Nick loses again. It's just crazy. Really shows the back and forth and the who's the beatdown concept in practice.
You got Vodka Blitz in the chat. You know that Montreal Shark Tank doing things.
Let's jump in and talk to the guys. All right.
Okay. We're good.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, guys. What the heck? What a game.
Crazy game.
You both must feel a little extra sweaty after that game, just in the tension.
I'm disappointed in my mid game. Is really how I feel right now.
I get that. Trust me. I think the people watching felt like, oh, there's no way Nick loses. Oh, there's no way Lucas loses. Oh, there's no way Nick loses, and it just kind of went like that.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
It felt like that too.
Yeah.
Like there was, I fucked up a bit my early game. I tried to do something cheeky, super backfired, and
was that the black cat not reaching?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, it's because I was considering just moving her and playing for the secures, but I never bothered to look like how far Oak can actually get, and the answer is really far. So yeah, that really backfired because I'm gonna play the secures and go for it after, but yeah, it's super backfired. I was like, oh, never mind. Oh, yeah. But,
well, I gotta say right away, just congratulations, Nick. What a run you had, man. I'm just speechless. This game was insane. It's gonna go down to probably one of the most fun finals to actually watch. I gotta ask you, Lucas, just because it comes to mind first. Were you sweating that clock a little? Because I feel like we were freaking out. Like, please click the button. Click the button.
I was a little bit, and I think there were decisions I made that were because of the clock. Like for example, when I used my leadership trigger on Mystique to get Toad into range of 4 deception, I should have used it to put Malekith on an objective. And I realized as soon as I moved her, I messed up because I knew I was supposed to do that because I was telling myself to do that before it happened because he was going to move Toad anyway. So it was really a wasted leadership. And then so I was feeling the clock a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
How much do you think that kind of play did you let that affect you for the rest of the game, or was that kind of you were able to just move on?
When I was under 20 minutes, that's when I started to really feel it. The problem, I didn't even realize I had spent 30 minutes. Like that first 30 minutes, I felt like it really felt like 10 minutes. So yeah, like once I got to under 30, it was like, all right, there's a huge discrepancy in time here. And then when I was under 20, I was like, I was I was a little shaky on making. I was rushing my turns. I wasn't pre-measuring anything, and I wasn't really I was thinking on his turn, and it was tough. It was very tough.
I got one little quick question for you, Lucas, as well. Did you notice the stump next to the 1 health Steve as a potential to explode it to auto kill him?
I didn't want to give up priority.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
that's why I didn't do anything to Steve. I mean I wasn't looking for ways to kill Steve. So I mean I probably would have noticed the stump if I was looking for ways to kill him.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
That's
Yeah.
that stump is now a living meme for the MCP TTS community.
Stumpy.
Yeah, we really wanted Stumpy to do something, and then Nick just decided to throw Stumpy into Malekith for some, and unfortunately didn't do any damage. We were really rooting for you, Nick, to get some damage with Stumpy over there, but
It was a
just didn't.
sad end for our boy, the tree.
I was really hoping to get some. It's been a meme in our community where like a bunch of random models just end up getting taken out by those size ones, just like
Yeah.
Thanos taking like a damage and dazing, that kind of nonsense. Yeah. Never underestimate a troll.
I have a question for Lucas. Did you consider last round charging with Zemo to attack Hulk to try and take him out last round?
After I moved Zemo, I realized I fucked up and I should have charged Hulk and into a spender, and then medium moved into another attack or something. I think.
Yeah, I was
I don't
thinking
know.
charge spender because he had 6 power, and
Yeah,
then that guarantees you get on a point, and you're doing 2 6 dice
Yeah,
attacks.
Nick heard me. As soon as I moved him and put him down, I was like, "Oh, this is another. I think this is another clock issue." As soon as
Yeah.
I put the character down, I said, "Nick, I fucked up. I should have attacked Hulk."
So I guess the
Yeah.
lesson from that would be like for people listening to the game, like what would your advice to people be as that being a huge issue for like the majority of your misplays?
I I'm not really sure yet. I think like I the last I think like just in general the last 2 rounds of the game you can probably play in less than 5 minutes each if assuming like half the characters are KO'd like they were. So I would say that I think the first turn is the most important, and then I think that turn 2 and 3 depends on the missions. But like 4, 5, and 6, you can rip through those turns in like 7, 5, 5 in terms of minutes. So you can afford to spend a minute when you've got 12 minutes on your clock. You can afford to spend one of those minutes making making sure the action you're about to do is correct, because you probably only have less than 10 actions left in the game to make, or sorry, less than 10 activations. So you're probably good like spending that extra minute, especially when it's like when your character really needs to do a lot of work in that activation. Another thing that was kind of heartbreaking was like the Mystique spender going into Voodoo and not doing any damage.
we were all like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, that was devastating. I mean, I can't.
What was the decision on the spender over the rapid fire?
I was just, I think 6/4 dice. I don't know. I was in the moment. I just thought I think this will just get me that 1 damage I need. And so that's really what it was. I don't know. They're both.
We gotta
They're
get
both
Jacob
good
on
op-
that one.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna have to remember to ask him that. Listen, Lucas, you had an amazing run. I was cheering for you the whole time only because I lost you, so I got to beat you actually. Your only love for and both of you I got to play against. So go Team East, because you guys both brought it all the way. But yeah, I know you're gonna beat yourself up about this for probably days or weeks, but still, congratulations. It's tough to lose in the finals, but there's no better place to lose than the finals, I guess. So you went all the way to the tippy top. So good job on doing that, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I I don't know. I feel weird right now because I am not sure if I want to take a break or if this is gonna just like fuel the fire.
Hmm.
But I don't. I like my goal this year was top cut, and so I'm just grateful that I got to play in the finals. What a cool experience that was. Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna say thanks to the tournament organizers for setting this up. This was I love playing in these. I love watching them. And so thank you very much to you guys, Dizzard and AJ and the rest of them. And thanks to Nick for a good game. That was my mind is like completely melted because of that. And thanks to the accusers and I mean thanks to everyone who helped me. Mike DeLuca gave me some advice on how to beat Legacy, and we figured out this was the team. And I think that I had the game. I felt like I had the game won, and I gave it away on a certain things. I forgot a couple leadership triggers, and there's like a few things that just didn't go my way, but things did go my way in other spots. So I don't know. I'm not gonna really complain. I'm not gonna complain about it. I enjoyed the game a lot, and I just got outplayed. So I had a blast. So thanks to everyone. That was good. That was cool.
Some,
Mm.
I want to ask Magiknik some questions. We were watching like your clock and like Lucas's clock the entire time. I think at one point there was a 20-minute difference. I guess we could ask you, what are some tips that people could listen to about how to have good clock management and be able to play quickly and have like that that big of a difference of a clock? I think it was round 3, and you had only like 20 minutes played on your clock, which was kind of insane in my opinion.
Yeah, I play super fast and probably sometimes a bit too fast. I should take a bit more of my time, but like coming from like a lot of years of War Machine, I am used to like clock management a lot. And at some point, when I saw how much time Lucas had already used, I was trying to play still kind of fast to keep the pressure on him because like the best thing you can do when you're low on clock is take your time to think through what you're gonna do on your opponent's turn. But then if I'm trying to play faster, like I try to keep a good pace for a long time to put some pressure on him clockwise. But yeah, I think it's just playing games. I do play a lot of games, so I play really fast in general. Just getting used to it. If you're not scared of practicing in your local games, do it. We did it a few times in my area, and like you never really clock out all that often, but just getting used to it removes some of the stress from it at least. So that would be a good suggestion. Just play with it a bit more. Yeah.
So I'd say the sweat moment for you, Nick, was when you had an injured Voodoo sitting next to like Malekith and Hulk,
Yeah.
and there was you probably spent a good 10 minutes on that decision, and I honestly I just gave up even trying to think of what you were gonna do next. I was just like, this is an insane turn. Like, what do you even do here? And so, can you maybe like run us down like what you were thinking, and then, I mean, I think it obviously worked out for you, so that's awesome. But maybe just give us a
Yeah.
little
So
more detail.
when I had the 10 power voodoo, right?
Yeah,
So I was actually pretty bummed out because the last turn, like I was kind of like phased once he like one shotted like everyone with Hulk.
yeah.
The previous one's like, oh man, I'm so screwed. I was like a bit desperate, and then I messed up with my Hulk activation a bit that round. Like completely didn't spot Voodoo being in the way of my throw. That was terrible. So I was like in a really bad spot. But then I was like, okay, I do have um some scenario plays, especially if I possess Hulk. I was just thinking, and what really went through was I knew he kind of like wanted to get rid of Steve, but if he did that before I activated him, it would give me prio. So I was trying to set up a round where Hulk would get like what he did basically, right? Get into his Hulk and Malekith, and then again into them. So I was like, okay, if I possess Hulk and then run away to the other side, he kind of like has to chase after me. It then gives my Hulk a position. So I was just like trying to think of what Lucas would probably do after, and that seemed like the play would go for. So yeah, I was thinking about a few options because like I really wanted to go after, like I really wanted to possess someone and then run somewhere. just to make the scenario pressure harder. Because at that point, I had I think a small VP lead, or I made it.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
always
think,
were up by like one around that time.
yeah. And then I was looking at the number of rounds left, because I was like, at that point in time, I wasn't convinced attrition wise it was gonna pan out going well for me. So I was like, okay, I have to like find ways to score more points and make him run as much as possible, and then try to get some staggers off with Ulk onto like Malekith and stuff. So I was like, okay, how can I do that? And that's where like I was like, okay, this is the line I think for Voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't an obvious position, but I felt like that was my best line at that point in time.
Yeah. How about the fallback play? Do you kind of regret doing that now, or not so much?
No, I had to. I really couldn't afford to get Ulk thrown into one of my models again. That's why I went for it, and it
Yeah.
was like it did send Ulk more like into the corner, but that's why I was then trying to force his models like Malekith and Ulk to come back towards that side,
Yeah.
which the Voodoo play was doing, right? And
Fair.
that's why I went for it. So like it gave my Ulk the chance of being back into the action and attacking twice again. Sadly, didn't not roll super well the first round into Ulk, but I knew I had like, a second round, so it all worked out in the end.
Awesome. You guys have any questions for Nick?
Is there anything you would change about your list? I know it's a pretty tried and true
Yes.
system you got going on, but what are
um,
some things you would change?
there's a few things I'm gonna change. I'm gonna have to actually test it out because like I like that's what I was mentioning. I think in a few discords. Like by the time the end of this season, it's like right here, right, the finals. Like a lot of what I've played through the weeks have led me to like learn different things. So like I for sure want to introduce. When the top cut started, I wasn't sure exactly what I needed to bring to deal with Malekith exactly, because like he's a pretty tough model to deal with, right? And when the top cut started, I wasn't sure exactly what I needed yet, so I just overpacked a bit onto the defensive tactic cards. I really want to bring Face Me back in my roster instead of something, not second win, but instead of one of the defensive cards, and probably no matter the cost, is really interesting too. There's the Black Cat line that's really interesting, but I'm considering trying to fit Iron Fist in there, so he's also interesting with it. There's some interesting plays with Ulk also, and no matter, so like I want to get that card in, and I'm taking out Imdal because he was great before Malekith came out. Now I don't think he's that useful in Steve Venture. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in that slot yet, though. So that's where I'm at, and for the future of that list. Yeah.
Awesome. How about Miss Marvel? You happy with her? You keep her in the
Oh,
roster?
she's awesome. Like, I think the game against um
Morgan?
Morgan, exactly. Thanks. I'm super exhausted. Long day at work, and
Yeah, this.
our finals game is also exhausting. Yeah, I think she's really good. She did lose a bit of steam with like all the size fours that are like really good now, but she's still like a super mobile, super versatile model that bullies everything else while having some interesting control tools with her Morpho Punch intro. So yeah, she's for sure staying in. She's really good overall. I really like her. I don't think she's going anywhere.
Nice. Well, you both took down juggernauts. You, Nick, you took down Morgan, and Lucas took down Pat, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Also, a huge compliment that Pat then took Lucas's list and like won a local event with it, which is just like,
Yeah.
but yeah. And then both of you are from Canada, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guaranteed Canadian win. I get to leech off you guys and claim a North American win. But yeah, I know Nick, you have a lot of people that play with you. Did you do some like practice games this week with your locals or anything, or anything to prep
No,
for this?
I don't. I don't really
No.
do that. I did spend yesterday tested out a few things. For I didn't actually test anything with Legacy Virus. I just assume if I got it, like figure something out. But I did test in Scoundrels, mostly the opening sequences on where to place my models to avoid getting someone deception in an awkward spot. That was
Hmm.
the only thing I tested.
Now,
And
Nick,
I played like a game, I think, no, two games against the roster like last week just to get a feel of it. But that's it. I don't. I
I
don't
have a
really bother
question for you,
testing.
Nick.
Yeah.
I was trying to feign feign I was trying to feign ignorance or not sure what to do when I picked 19.
Oh yeah, I
Did you
figure
buy
I
that at
for
all?
sure. No, no, obviously not. I for sure knew you had a plan because like honestly, like my roster at 20 in Legacy is a bit more awkward. Um, which is fine. Like honestly, like Toad is great for it at 19, but otherwise you just assemble on them on Ulk or Blackjack pretty often when Toad isn't there. Toad just makes it simpler. But I figured if you pick 19, you clearly had a plan that you tested for it. Like I was
Yeah.
sure about that. I was like, it's not gonna be easy. Like it's gonna be complicated. And I was like, crap, I'm tired. I don't want to. But
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I feel like I had the plan to win, and this is like, yeah, this is like Mike and I spent a couple hours, and I mean, I felt like we were able to solve the puzzle of the matchup pretty easily, but a lot of our planning was based on getting Terrigen or Fisk, and
yeah,
so, or sorry, getting like yeah, getting Terrigen or Fisk, and so the scoundrels kind of like threw me off a little bit. Um,
yeah, for sure.
but yeah, I mean yeah, I think I had everything I needed to win, and I made a couple of positioning mistakes or attack priority mistakes or some. I'll have to look
Yeah.
back, but I think I had it if a few
Uh,
things went
I could
slightly
have
differently.
I could have done a bit better to like because yeah like the scenario threw me off a bit and I was like because of the number of models I was like okay maybe when I tried to sneak points on the secures more but it was kind of
Yeah.
complicated. It's like I kind of like changed plans a bunch of time early on, but hopefully if we have time we can play that game again in the future and test it out. I'd be curious to see what it does that kind of matchup in Terrigen or Fisk or something. I'd like to see that. It's probably a really tricky game.
I've never seen a Scoundrels game played like the way you guys played. I feel like you were on Gamma or like playing like Researcher or something. And
Yeah,
then it got to the point where I kept forgetting you were even playing Scoundrels. Like the co-host kept reminding me that the people had cover because I was like, why do they have cover? And I was like, it's Scoundrels. I was like, but we haven't played the secure like half this game. It
yeah. Well,
just
Legacy Virus does that, right? It kind of
yeah.
like changes the whole dynamic of the game a lot, and yeah, it creates those weird situations. And then at some point, it really was just like everyone was like on the same side, and like no one was anywhere else. But then with Mystique and Deception, it makes like breaking off just a single model to do score points much more complicated in Scoundrels. So yeah, Mystique's good. She's
Well,
annoying.
I want to
I have a
say, Nick.
question.
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
okay, so what did people think of the Malekith grabbing the virus play? Because I was super unsure of what to do there. But so, like, what were your thoughts? Like, whoever wants to speak about it.
I know Dizzard liked the play. I was a little thrown off. I think it ended up being the correct way to do it, but I thought you were using Malekith to protect both corners, and then to just concede a corner kind of threw me off a bit.
Yeah, it was the. I mean, the thinking was that if I send Hulk there, he only has 3 Mystic Defense and Voodoo. I can see him just taking ripping it off Voodoo. And Malekith had more threat, but he could also spend his 1 power
Yeah.
if he has a wild in the roll. Even if I don't have a skull, I could just spend the power, and that
Yep.
would negate the ability to get eight threat or 8 power on Malekith, and that's why I ended up deciding to do it that way.
Sounds very very similar to what I was leading. I was, like my thought was like I much prefer Malekith up there. One because Voodoo can't get it, and if Cat goes to steal off Malekith, you have Hulk right there. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's almost a win-win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that decision personally. Like, I think sending Malekith there was the right choice because of all the reasons you mentioned, right? Like, I can't leech power off of him, even if I rolled a wild or something, because you're gonna Cloak of Shadow it, and then he's 7 threat, so like it's a nightmare to possess him. He's a good voodoo counter in the end, right? um,
I'm gonna do something that I've never done before. Uh
oh gosh. Yeah, that's on camera.
yeah.
awesome.
Lucas, I hate to pick at the wounds here, but I'm curious if you could maybe explain what happened with the Dark Rain play, because Hulk was at
Um,
full health,
yeah.
wasn't he? At
He
that
had
moment?
he had 18 left.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just like inexperience of playing. Like this, of playing Malekith and Dark Rain. I mean, I've probably played Dark Rain 5 times ever, and I mean, this is like probably definitely under the 20th time I've brought Malekith to table, and probably under 15.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the mid game, I feel like I'm super strong on the turn 1 and in early turn 2 because I
Mhm.
do so much planning, but I don't play enough reps or haven't lately to make my mid game as strong as it should be. And the Dark Rain was just, I don't know. What do you think I should have done with Dark Rain? Because I don't know.
Dark
Remove
Rain,
Voodoo from the
remove
table.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of Voodoo.
There was no
Yeah.
bodyguard around at the time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Voodoo was a
totally.
menace.
I didn't realize. I see. This is the problem. Is that
Yep.
I always just man, target prioritization is where I messed that up. Looking back, yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
exactly right.
I thought you were gonna kill Voodoo. The only thing I was hoping off of that was then that Ulk would be like at least in a nice position to try to do work into Malekith and Ulk, but yeah, it would have been much more awkward. I have lost my Ulk to a Dark Ring in those situations. You never know what happens, but yeah, it was really
yeah. With
a
with Voodoo,
dicey choice.
yeah, with Voodoo on full power, basically,
Yeah.
if you are in that situation, you need a very good reason to not kill him, and the diciness of removing Hulk there just isn't it probably.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I
easy to
agree.
say that from this
Yeah,
position.
insight is 2020, and in the game it's always a bit trickier.
Yeah.
Especially with the stress sometimes, just like of playing like these kind of like finals or whatever, right? There's always that extra layer of pressure. So
Yeah, I always try to take a model off the board when I can, and I guess at this I was just like seeing blood at this point. I think like my dice were like super hot. Like up until that moment, my dice were like super hot, and so I was just like riding that momentum when I probably shouldn't have. And yeah, Voodoo being alive both times, like, or I mean, at that point, the game was over when I attacked with Mystique. But like, yeah, keeping Voodoo alive there to just uh, possess Hulk and run away. As soon as he did that, I was like, "F me, this is a big problem now." I think that's when I lost the game, or that's when I realized I was losing. Because at that point, I felt like I was winning.
Yeah, it was a hugely commanding position to even have that choice to go with Malekith and have Dark Rain, and then it just kind of went down from there. And amazing plays by Nick. Like I said a few times that I liked deciding what you would do because I had no idea what to do with Nick's plays. I was just like, these plays are too complicated. I don't even want to think about these plays. But Lucas, I'm like, oh, I think he should just go do this, you know? So the fact that Nick ended up with the win is amazing. Yeah, I just amazing job to win TTS season 8. You're gonna be back for season 9, I assume, Nick.
yeah, I plan to. Yeah. Hopefully we're gonna hit even more players, like 300 something this time. It was pretty awesome. It's a great thing. I really like the leagues. It's really cool. They do last a bit long in the end, right? Which is always, I
Yeah.
guess, their main loss. But at the same time, it's such a great thing. Like especially like you get to play against people from like further metas that you would not get the chance to play through even in the your own bracket. And then once you get into cuts and get to play with people from all over the world, it's really amazing. I got to play against amazing players from so many different countries. To in the end just face the superior country of Canada in the end. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Superior
we
Canada.
yep.
And the first time that it's been North America only since season 1. So
Really
there's a lot of
nice.
a lot of great players in the planet here, and yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of cool that you guys were in the finals. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna cut the stream here. You guys can keep talking, but
Yeah. All right.
thank you so much for letting me stream this, and it was a great experience.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Yeah. Thanks very much.